All right, I'm going to put together my electoral college prediction. Now, the last time I did this, I had it.
You were so stupid. You just gave him Colorado, and why even bother giving him Colorado? Why?
That's what I'm going to change. I'm going to moving Colorado to Romney.
All right.
That's what a liberal wrote, by the way.
A liberal blog, I forget who it was, but that's what they wrote, not knowing it was a joke.
Yeah.
But this is
the
real,
first time.
right?
This is the first time.
Do a real one.
No, this is the first time I've done this for real. And tell me what I miss here.
We're starting at 237, Obama 206 for Romney.
Yeah, you can see it up on the board here if you're watching the Blaze TV.
All right, so let's take Wisconsin, and I'm going to give that to Obama. And I'm giving a few of these things because of corruption. Wisconsin is going to be tight as it is, but it's also a stronghold, and where they've ever
Big
really
Union state,
wherever they've controlled it for a long, long time, the corruption's going to be outrageous. Nevada, for the same reason, because remember you know how the unions organize, get all the votes of the casinos, and what could possibly go wrong with SEIU and casinos in Vegas? Florida, I'm giving to Romney. Virginia, I'm going to give to Romney. Colorado, I'm going to give to Romney. And Colorado. And Colorado. Do we count that as three?
No.
Iowa, I'm going to give to Romney.
Yeah, you got to. It's going that way.
But
you have to.
Oh, you just have to?
Yeah, it's state law.
Well, it's 48-48.
It's federal law. It's federal law now.
No, but it's 48-48. It's moving in his direction.
Oh, absolutely.
What I'm looking at is not just what the polls say, but what I think the polls will say by the end because the momentum. It's all momentum.
So at this point, with what you've done so far, it's 263 Romney, 253 Obama.
And only 2 states remain.
I'm going to give New Hampshire, it has in the polls now, Romney up to. I'm going to give that to Romney.
Okay. That puts him at 267. He needs 3 electoral votes to win.
And all you have left is Ohio.
Yep.
Now, here's my concern.
Wow. And so at this juncture, if this really happens election night, whoever wins Ohio is the next president of the United States. It's chilling to think of it this way.
Who is, let's see here. Could I take?
Didn't you say it was tied? Or is that right?
Yeah,
it's
tied in Ohio. It's tied in Ohio.
Now, Ohio, there are 4 dead there. And those
don't know who they're
we know.
Here's the thing.
Those would have all gone to Obama. We know that. So they're gone. You can't count them.
Here's the thing.
So stupid.
I'm concerned about Ohio if the Christians don't come out and vote. If the Christians don't come out and vote, there were 300,000 evangelicals they didn't last time. 300,000 evangelicals in Ohio alone. Obama only won Ohio last time by 260,000 votes. 300,000 evangelicals stayed at home.
I'm saying they're coming out.
I think they are too. Now, there's one other thing that goes against Romney, and that is this is corruption central. This is becoming in Cleveland.
Ohio, really?
In Cleveland, you bet it's becoming corruption central. Remember the calls in Ohio last time. If there's any way that they can steal it, they will. But I'm going to give Ohio to Romney.
All right, and that puts
now. I must say
that puts him over the top at 285 to 253.
He could lose.
Love that.
He could lose.
Give him Nevada. Let him have Nevada, and then call it a day.
He could lose. What is the one, Stu, that I didn't put in there last time? Was it Colorado?
No, you gave him maybe Iowa. Was it?
Oh, yeah, maybe Iowa. Take Iowa out. Move it over to Romney.
Yeah, Romney has a little wiggle room in your scenario. Although I will say it is not your landslide scenario you've been talking about. It's not even. I mean, it's a very close election.
You give him back Iowa, that makes it 279, 259, considerably closer, and maybe
take
rioting.
New Hampshire out. What happens if you take New Hampshire out?
You're still fine.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. You're still fine.
But you're getting close. 275, 263 now.
Yeah, this is very possible.
That would be bad.
The Electoral College could be very, very possible.
The issue here, though, is if you remove Ohio, even if you keep those other 2 states you just moved, Obama wins, and it's very difficult.
Unless Romney pulls an upset somewhere else, like Wisconsin,
a bigger state. Yeah, Pennsylvania.
He could do Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, all the trends are going for the Senate are going to the Republican. The trends are all moving to the Republican. And that could make a difference. I mean, it just depends on, again, it depends on who's coming out. Now, the scary thing on Ohio is all of the early voting, it's all going to...
Yeah, it's leading hard towards Romney.
Hard. No.
I mean, excuse me, Obama. Yeah.
Obama.
And the issue is those votes are locked in. Some of the polling, however, is reflecting this in a weird way. Basically, when these pollsters call people in Ohio who could early vote, and they say, did you vote yet? And they say yes, they pass them automatically through all their likely voter screens because, okay, they say they've already voted, so they automatically count in our likely voter polls. But what happens is they're finding that far more people are saying that they voted than have actually voted. And you're getting an overrepresentation of people saying they already voted, giving more points to Obama.
Why would you say you've already voted if you haven't?
People lie.
They're just following the example of the president.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Presidential leadership.
Yes.
You want one crazy scenario here, Glenn? Yeah. Because you just painted this scenario where the entire election comes down to who wins Ohio, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know that Ohio is probably going to be very close. It was in 2004, and it's one of the most closely projected states. Listen to this scenario. More than 800,000 people so far have asked for absentee ballots but have not completed them. 800,000. If someone gets an absentee ballot in the mail and then says, you know what, I'm not gonna vote that way. I'm just going to go to the polls that day. If they do that, they have to cast a different type of ballot, a provisional ballot. Those provisional ballots by law cannot be counted until November 17th. So you might have a situation with hundreds of thousands of votes that can't even be counted until 11 days after the election in Ohio. If this thing comes down to a close vote.
Do you remember how much you hated Florida? Do you remember that? Because I do. I got the phone calls from Ohio. You hated Florida during this whole thing.
Yes.
If you give us another Florida, I think the rest of the country is going to come up there and kick your ass. Honestly.
Seriously. If we have 11 days before we can even know who won Ohio, and if it's that close, there's going to be recounts after that.
Okay, tell me what you think is unlikely in what I just gave you.
Out of this scenario we have right now?
Yeah.
I think that's all likely.
I think it's all possible. Ohio is by far the biggest question mark.
Yeah, Ohio's
Florida, I would say at this point, you can lean Romney a little bit. Colorado has been surprising to me in that you can kind of lean it Romney as well. Virginia is a crucial state, which the average of polls now show it exactly tied.
Not in Rasmussen.
Rasmussen's one of the polls used in this average. I'm saying the average polls show it exactly tied.
Yeah, well, I don't care about the average. I care about the above
That's
average.
Fine,
and
but
Rasmussen has him up by 4 points.
See, are you asking me what's unlikely, or do you want me to just say it's all likely?
Don't want you to use faulty data.
It's not using faulty data. This is a larger sample size than just Rasmussen. I agree Rasmussen is one of the best, but I do believe there's others as well.
Yeah, there is. You know what? I'm just using... All I'm doing is I'm having a bigger plate of eggs. Well, yeah, but some of those eggs are spoiled. Yeah, but it's a bigger plate of eggs. Well, I don't think you should use a bigger plate of eggs. Use the best eggs.
I actually like Glenn's reasoning here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
that comes as a surprise.
That's very sound.
The other poll that tied Rasmussen for the best polling was IBD. And it's an international. What is it? Investors Business Daily, which is a very conservative publication. Okay. They have Obama up by 4.
Well, they're stupid.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying.
They're stupid.
You are choosing the one. Rasmussen is a good one to choose.
Why would they be stupid at Investors Business Daily? Why would they do that?
They're not. They're doing a poll, and sometimes data comes back.
It's a stupid poll.
And all this is within the margin of error, by the way. Yeah, saying these things are ahead is not even really accurate. The point, though, is that what is the least likely thing? It's Ohio, man. And if you're in Ohio,
every parade we bring through town.
No, I'm saying he asked me
the little black rain cloud.
He asked me specifically what is the least likely thing here. Wow. And I say Ohio. And by the way, Ohio important not just because of the president.
Always harshing our mellow, man. You're always harshing our mellow.
Did you ever see you remember watching with your kids the Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Remember when Piglet became the little black rain cloud?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a little black rain cloud.
You asked me for this information.
Right here.
You requested that specific piece of information.
Right. No, Stu. No, I don't think I did.
Okay, here we go. Now let me do it again. California, New York, and Illinois will all be Romney states.
Well, there you go.
That's the least likely thing.
Now we're getting something decent out of it.
On your board right
Is
now.
there anything? Okay, you've already said
finally.
Ohio could go over, Virginia could go over, Colorado could go over, and Florida could go over.
I said,
is there anything in the Obama camp that could go over to Romney,
yes.
Mr. Little Black Rain Cloud?
Absolutely, yes.
Pennsylvania could.
I mean, Pennsylvania, it's possible, but I would say more likely Iowa. I would say more likely Nevada. I would say more likely Wisconsin.
Michigan,
could
Wisconsin.
go to the other way.
I
And New
Michigan,
Hampshire as well.
Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, New Hampshire. There's more in the Obama category, I think, that could come over to Romney than the other way around.
I think the issue.
I think that's right.
The issue you have here, to me, looking at your map, being critical here, is that the states that are toss-ups you have in the Obama category are more like Obama-leaning type states, where the Romney ones are straight toss-ups. Not Florida. I don't think Florida is a straight toss-up. But I think Ohio, Virginia, and Colorado, you're giving them a sweep of 3 toss-ups there. Now, I think Wisconsin is a leaning Obama state that Romney can win.
I do, too.
But I think if you remember anything he loses,
I'm just not going to any place. I think, you remember, I gave Romney originally Iowa, and New Hampshire as well.
Right. Yeah, take them back.
I take out Nevada and Wisconsin because there are these machines up there.
Take them, too. Take them back.
You want all the states.
You know what? Take Iowa and New Hampshire, move them over to Romney.
Okay.
Yeah, give them back.
And then take Michigan and Pennsylvania and move them over, and Wisconsin.
Okay. So now you're up to 300.
Let's see if this is really a land.
And then I think you could actually make a case for Nevada and New Mexico.
It could
happen.
Now Minnesota maybe, but not New Mexico. You think
New Mexico is just leaning Obama within 4 points?
Now we're at 337 to 201.
Leave New Mexico
this is good.
201 to 337.
That's good. That's perfect.
Now move Illinois, New York, and California.
Okay.
over to Romney?
Over to Romney.
Okay.
All right.
Washington,
New York,
Oregon,
California.
Massachusetts, New Jersey.
This is likely.
Hawaii, I'm going to leave.
Likely, but
Connecticut, District of Columbia, I'll leave. New
You
Mexico,
can't even see the circle
Minnesota.
anymore.
Go ahead, take Minnesota, Massachusetts, Delaware, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
Once momentum
Maine,
starts, you just don't know.
You don't know.
These could all fall.
Rhode
to
Island,
Romney.
Maryland, D.C., go ahead. I'm going to give him New Mexico,
unlikely,
too.
But okay.
Vermont, Maine, Maryland, New Mexico, and that other gray dot that is so small I can't even...
Yeah, those are congressional districts in Maine.
Why do they separate those?
Because they
what is that
give
about?
them out differently.
All right. Oh, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
see,
right.
now
you're at 525.
Take out Maine. Take out Maine. Give it to me.
Okay, now you're at 527 to 11.
Maine District 1, and then...
okay.
I'm going to give him...
And
okay, now he's got New Mexico...
529 to 9.
He's got New Mexico and Hawaii.
All right.
Move Hawaii over to Romney.
Wait, you're saying he's going to lose his home state, Obama?
He's keeping New Mexico.
This is a unlikely scenario.
I mean, it's not the
But
likeliest.
because
momentum.
Because New Mexico is leaning Obama, I'm going to...
You're going to let him have it?
leave him.
Because you don't want to give him a sweep of all the leaning states. That would be ridiculous.
That would be
Yeah, I
stupid.
mean, look, some things could happen.
So
Okay,
your
there
final
you go.
electoral count, by the way, 533
to 5. I like that.
That
That's
sounds
good.
legit.
It'd be a
sounds
very
reasonable.
good night for
It'd be a good
America,
night.
wouldn't it?